Daily Devo. So, had a great session last night down at OCCC. 12, 13 guys. Got into some really great questions about the Bible, about the Lord. Started even talking about Genesis. Then they kind of got on this thing about, was Adam walking around with dinosaurs, and how old is the earth, and it's trying to get into all that, and pull me into the carbon dating, and how old, and I just paused for a moment. I said, we could sit here and discuss science and talk about different people who can on both sides can say that these things are accurate and say these things are not accurate. And I said, but you're missing the whole point of the story of Genesis. The key point was day 7. On day 7, God rested. On day 7, the creator of the world, the person who could make anything and everything, said enough. He knew when to stop. I says, that was the lesson of Genesis in the beginning. So that was the important lesson. I said, if we could learn that lesson, look how much different our lives would be. If we could learn to tell ourselves, stop. We don't need that ice cream. Stop. I don't need to keep drinking all that alcohol. Stop. I don't need to be doing drugs. Stop. I don't need to be abusive and mean. Stop. We don't know how to control ourselves. We don't know how to harness and control those inner urges and desires, and we just allow them to run wild in our lives. But God said, enough. Enough. I can stop now, and I can rest. Key lesson. Do we know how to stop? Do we know how to truly be in the image of God? How He created us so that we could utilize our creative power. We have imagination. We have invented, created many things. Husband and wife come together and create life. I mean, we could go on and on about all the wonderful things that we're taking advantage of today because someone's creative imagination, invented it and developed it and brought it to the world, and that's awesome. But do we know how to say enough and stop? That's the difference. And that's what we need to be doing. So again, as I shared after the upper room, the interesting point was they got out there and they got to be a witness. Pick your spot, pick your place, be a witness wherever you can be. Get out there and do your thing. But understand and know, you need to know when to say enough. I've done enough good, I've done enough bad, I've done enough evil. When do you say enough? All right. We all know, they teach us about how gluttony and having too much, all things are good, but you can always consume too much. Water is good for you, but you can actually consume too much water, believe it or not. So again, learning and understanding how to say enough. Dale's Daily Devo. Check you out.